Hi, I'm Jim Turner. This is the first in a series of videos designed to help us achieve our ultimate goal, which is to be the best seafood restaurant on the planet. Separate from our ultimate goal is our family mission. It is to serve you the freshest, best tasting seafood you've ever eaten. All of our businesses live by this mission. We are passionate about finding, sourcing, processing the best seafood we can find. Our family's heritage stretches back almost 100 years. Our grandfather, James F. Turner, immigrated from St. John's, Newfoundland, down to Melrose back in 1920. Soon thereafter, he found a job on the Boston Fish Pier. In 1954, he hooked up with another very successful Massachusetts businessman and opened Turner Fisheries. Turner Fisheries had a goal to be the premier New England seafood supplier in Boston. They quickly attained that goal. Soon thereafter, the company grew exponentially. How? The airlines. Turner Fisheries was involved with developing the packaging that allowed companies to send fish via the airlines. One of the secretary's husbands was a TWA airline pilot. He would fly to all the major cities in the country and on his off days would visit the high-end seafood restaurants. Places all across the country started advertising that their fish was being flown in fresh that day from Boston. Turner Fisheries earned a new tagline, the nation's leading quality seafood house. During the 1970s, the Westin hotel chain was the Turner Fisheries' biggest customer. There were Westin hotels in every major city across the country, except Boston at that time, but all of them had high-end seafood restaurants and Turner Fisheries was selling them all their fresh fish. When they decided to open up the hotel in Boston, the Westin Copley, they wanted to have a New England seafood restaurant. Think about it, people wanted to eat lobsters, scrod, scallops. Someone at the Westin had a great idea. Why don't we ask permission to use the Turner Fisheries name from our great Boston seafood supplier? They were granted that permission. That restaurant opened in 1978 and quickly became famous because it won the inaugural Boston Chowder Fest. They won it so many years in a row that they stopped allowing them to participate. That restaurant operated for almost 30 years, closed in December of 2015, but it was always owned and operated by the Westin Hotel. You may get asked questions about this restaurant, but it had nothing to do with our running it, just the name. During the 1980s, the reduced fish landings and increased government regulations led to the closing of Turner Fisheries. My dad and myself opened a company in Gloucester called J. Turner Seafoods, designed to be a smaller version of the former Turner Fisheries. 6 years later, we decided to open our own restaurant, Turner Seafood Grill and Market at 506 Main Street, Melrose. In addition to the restaurants and the fish markets, we decided to open an online seafood market. It's called Dock to Door. People can go online and order fish that is shipped to them via overnight FedEx right to their door. We offer them many of the prepared items that we offer the restaurants: oysters Rockefeller, stuffed clams, clam chowder, lobster bisque, fish cakes, as well as any fresh fish or shellfish that we offer. So it's important to understand that every day, early in the morning, we are up early on the docks of Gloucester, the docks of Boston. We are looking and seeking out the best fish that we know is out there, we can find. We develop relationships with people that know what we're looking for and are calling us, letting us know when that fish is coming in. And that's the fish that we're looking for constantly. All that fish comes to our processing company in Gloucester. We inspect it, we process it, we pack it, and then we distribute it to Melrose and Salem and our fish market up in Gloucester. And as well, we still ship to other customers outside on our own. Our family mission is to serve you the freshest, best tasting seafood you've ever eaten. We honestly couldn't do that if we were still not in the fish business. That is what distinguishes us. That's what our competitive advantage is. That is something that we are very proud of, and we want to make sure everybody knows that that's what we still do. Our 100 years in the fish business has taught us the importance of relationships, how to find good fish, how to tell good fish, and that's what we continue to do. As a service member, you have to understand you are the critical link between us and the customer. And you are there to take care of those customers and to make sure that they are having the experience that we work so diligently to provide them. To sum up what these videos are going to do, it's really, we are always trying to improve who we are and the experience that our customers have. And we really hope that these videos serve to help us improve that customer experience and help you serve those customers.